I was born and raised Southeast Fort Wayne. I'm passionate about this side of town, passionate about the people that live in this area.
I'm into culture, and Southeast Fort Wayne is probably the most diverse part of Fort Wayne.
We have people that are from different places, different backgrounds.
And I think people underestimate what that does for an energy. Just culture, music, art.
Seeing my kids growing up where they have friends from different races, different backgrounds.
It's so rich in community.
Some of the most talented and gifted people. I met them here in Southeast.
No matter where you move or where you live or how long you've been away, when you come back to this area, you've come home.
I wish that so many people knew that some of the issues Southeast are systemically based. Some of those communities were redlined in the 60s and they're still struggling now.
This is a really difficult thing to talk about. Redlining was a New Deal practice that created maps of different neighborhoods. It's a security map, security risks. The primary reason areas were redlined were the characteristics of the populations who lived there. If the populations included African Americans and immigrants. These neighborhoods became underdeveloped. You couldn't invest in these neighborhoods. Businesses closed. There was no retail, no banking, no health care in many cases. And it's very difficult to recover when neighborhoods really become in despair.
Things were better in the old days than they are now. We looked out for each other, but somewhere down the line, we abandoned what we had.
A lot of people want to get out of the southeast side because everything that they see is much nicer on the other sides.
Those resources that do stimulate families and do stimulate communities just aren't there. We're not talking about car sales, we're talking about homes.
We have to actually venture out to look for a nice house. You know, what if we do like our area?
You don't have good taxes, when you don't have home ownership, those things are just instrumental as far as negatively impacting those communities.
As we work to better meet the needs of the community, we're being mindful of some of the barriers that people are working to overcome, like access to health care, transportation issues, and some of those other social determinants of health.
Within this area is a food desert. We don't have grocery stores within the confines of 46806, 46803, 46816.
And the one grocery store we do have, close proximity products are not what they should be.
We have a lot of gas stations, liquor stores on about every corner.
And you talk about dope houses, those are drug houses. Consuming alcohol causes a lot of families to disintegrate.
Mother, police say the shots were fired on Fort Wayne's southeast side of
I think the biggest issue facing Southeast Fort Wayne is violence.
Growing up, I came from a single-parent family.
2 people were hurt after a shooting on the city's southeast side.
As I got older, kind of like drifted off into the street life a little bit. This Anthony and McKinney. This used to be Amoco gas station. A lot of drama went down over the years right here. You know, I got shot for the first time when I was, I believe, 16 or 17. But 2 of the times that I've been shot, been up here at this gas station. Still have the bullet behind my heart right now.
Tragedy is something that I think Southeast Fort Wayne is experiencing, even if it's not firsthand.
I remember me and my sister going to the park. There were police coming up and everyone had to get out of the area, and we couldn't even just have fun on the swings. We had to go home.
So many families have these kind of experiences.
We've all seen something, like one of my best friends get killed in front of me. It's almost like a regular thing.
And they don't get help, they continue on.
A lot of us really don't want to show too much weakness.
We're raised to be strong, and it kind of sucks because we have feelings too, but we have to put on this power face and show that we're not bothered by anything.
Just a cycle for so many families.
Some of these barriers and the current conditions in Southeast Fort Wayne plays a major role in the infant mortality rates.
Right now, there's been identified 46806 as a zip code which has the highest infant mortality.
The bulk of deaths are caused because babies are born too soon. So really, this is a question about maternal health. And we know that women in Southeast Fort Wayne have some challenges, and one of these is access.
We just newly got blessed with the Parkview Clinic. Any other access to medical is far away.
If I'm a mom and I have to decide between going to the doctor or going to work, knowing that I might not be able to buy groceries for my kids or keep the lights on.
When you're surviving, you don't have the ability to think about some of those higher level needs because you're just focused on doing what you need to do to survive.
There's no good solution to some of the choices they have to make.
Parkview is taking a strategic approach to make a significant impact on the community. We care enough about what's going on in Southeast to designate resources. This approach starts with listening to the community first.
We might have really good intentions, but if we're not listening to the community we're serving, our ideas may fall flat.
We don't feel that we're the experts in this area, but as we do community work, if there's any role that we can play to help inform the community about what the issues are and what the needs are, and then to help involve key players and stakeholders that can really address those concerns, we're more than willing to be conveners and connectors in helping to address those issues.
There are good people here. They care about their kids.
Being in a better environment for my children. I feel like that's something that I've been struggling with.
They care about their community.
Nobody really comes and pay attention to our side. So it's up to us to fix it.
I think what they lack is opportunity.
We have to have access.
Martin Luther King once stated that it's easy to tell someone to pull themselves up by the bootstraps. But what if he has no boots? People need resources.
I love the transformation with downtown, but shame on us if we allow any area of our city not to be revitalized.
Ask yourself, what can I do? Regardless if it's time, talent, or treasure, in a time where we're all talking about these issues, we want to make sure that we're keeping an action-oriented approach.
I look forward to working with any organization that's willing to come into our community and help us help ourselves.
The people in Southeast don't need a handout, but they can use a hand.
There's still so much hope and opportunity in Southeast Fort Wayne. It's not a lost cause. It's just an abandoned one.